everyone, so I'm back and we will continue where we left off the last time. And I believe na nag-practice tayo ng mga vocabulary words na natutunan natin the last time. And because the topic for Unit 1 is about family, and we know that in Korean, family is 가족. So, 가족. Oops. 가족. Okay? 가족. And ano nga ba yung mga vocabulary words that we have actually learned the last time? So, anong tawag sa grandfather? 할아버지. Ang tawag naman sa grandmother ay 할머니. 할아버지 and 할머니. Ang tawag naman sa father ay 아버지 and ang tawag sa mother ay 어머니. Pero yung shortcut nila, of course, when you call your mom and dad, you don't actually call them na buong words or buong tawag. You say 엄마 or 아빠. And then, if you have an elder sister, for example, babae ka, you have an elder sister, you call her 언니. If you have an older brother, you call him oppa. Oppa Gangnam Style. And then, kapag lalaki ka naman and you have a sister, an older sister, you call her Nuna. And an older brother, you call Hyung. Pero kapag younger siblings, in Korean, you call them Dongseng. Dongseng means younger siblings. If you want to be specific, kung younger brother or younger sister, like what we've discussed, ang male in Korean is namja. Ang female is yoja. So from the first syllables of those two words, namja, remove ja, and then idugtong mo yung dongseng, which is younger sibling. So namdongseng is a male younger sibling, and yoja, remove ja, and dugtong mo yung dongseng, it's yodongseng, is younger female sibling. Okay? Ito yung family members. Tapos, kapag naman asawang lalaki, you call it in Korean as nampion. These are nouns, by the way. And for the wife, yung female spouse, ang tawag ay ane or puin is the same. Puin. Okay. So, it's so difficult. Kaya gusto ko sana na magta-type na lang. But, puin. Okay? Puin also means wife. Let me try kung pwedeng mag-type na lang dito, ha? Korean show keyboard viewer. Ayan. So, puin. Asan yun? Puin. In. I is in. N is tinan. Yan. Puin. Mas madali pala siya. Pero kailangan ko muna ng keyboard cover na may Korean characters kasi ang hirap tumingin. Anyway, so yan po yun. Moving on, natutunan din natin yung mga interrogative pronouns like who and what. So, who is dugu, and yung who na ginagamit na as a subject, may subject identifier is duga. So, dugu is literally just who. Dugu예요? Hindi. Pero pag sinabi mo, sino yung tumawag? Diba? Pwede mo na sabihin yung duga 전화를 누가 전화했어요? If you are asking sino yung tumawag. Kasi yung subject na is do, and then ang particle identifier or ang identifier ng subject is ga, and then yung 전화 means call. So 전화했어요. tumawag, it's past. Okay, it'll be a lot, masyadong nagja-jump ako. This is just a practice for me. Okay, so when I say, itatype ko lang sa Google. So when I say, 누가 전화했어요? Yeah. Kasi nga may subject marker na siya. So, 누가 전화했어요? Who called? 누구 is just plainly who. Personal pronouns. Personal pronouns like 내, 제, 우리, our. Sometimes 우리 is also used as my. For example, 우리 가족, my family. Okay? 이분, this person, honorific. If you want to use something less honorific, you say 이 사람은. 사람 is person. 그분, ku is that. Okay? 이 is this. So that's this. 이, and then you have ku. So it's basically this. Ito na lang. Ku. Yeah, that's ku. And this is i. So, lahat ng idudugtong nyo dyan, for example, ang idudugtong nyo is person. So, ku saram. Saram is person in Korean. I saram. This person, that person. If you say this thing, that thing. So, kugon or kugot. And ego. You can say ego. Okay? Or direction. Like or like ano yun? Direction. 이척, 구척, 터척으로. Later na yun. Medyo nagja-jump na naman ako. So this is just my practice. Kasi things in Korean are konmul. Konmul? Oh, konmul is a building. 이거. This. 이거, 그거, 저거. This, that, and there. 저분, like I said. So it's 이, 그, 저 means this, that, there. Yung malayo sa dalawa, nag-uusap. That's there. To. So, bun is honorific for addressing a person. So, 이분, 그분, 저분. And then, these are just things that you can actually study. Okay? These are new vocabulary words that you can, familiarize yourself. Malaking part ng Korean study is memorization. Pero once you've memorized the, let's just say, the root word of each, madali na later on mag-conjugate and, kahit naman hindi mo memorize lahat ng synonyms nila, at least you can use, one, a term to express your thoughts kahit hindi mo na i-memorize agad-agad yung mga ibang synonyms ng kada word. For example, 회사 is company. Diba? And 다니다 is a verb. 회사 is a noun. 다니다 is a verb. Ibig sabihin, to go to a company or to work for a company. 꽃 is flower. Teka, lakihan natin para makita nyo. 100%. Yan. So these are the words. So 꽃, flower. 장미 is rose. 도서관 is library. It's very close to the Japanese term, diba? I think it's 도서관 for library in Japanese. Ito naman 도서관. And 아침 means morning. So sometimes they say 좋은 아침. 좋은 is from the word 좋다, which means good. So, you say good morning. 좋은 아침, but it's usually just 안녕하세요. So you have 간호사 means nurse. You have 명. This is the counting unit for number of persons. For example, how many? Okay, for example, 3 persons, 5 persons. So you say for 3, you say 세 명. If you say 4 persons, 네 명. Say 1 person, 하나, 2 명. 세네, 다섯 명. For 5. So, oh, by the way, so yung counting natin, we have 2 counting systems sa Korea. We have the Sino-Korean and you have the, it's easier if I'll just show you. So, Korean counting system. Oh, diba? This is, by the way, not scripted. I speak as I go along. So, yeah, so the easiest would be this one. You have the native Korean and the Sino-Korean. Sa native Korean, usually ginagamit to sa pagbibigay ng, for example, pagsasabi ng edad or oras. Usually, ang tawag dito, ginagamit siya sa pagsabi ng oras. Yung hour hand. Pero yung minute hand, Sino-Korean ang ginagamit. So, for example, sa edad 37, for example, so 37 is se, di ba? Pero meron pa siyang special terms for 30. So, usually ang 30 is actually sorun. 20s is actually sumul. So, when you say I'm 37, it's sorun, which is 30, plus 7, ilgop, sarieyo. Okay, so I'm not gonna confuse you now kasi we're jumping, but like I said, this is my practice, so I'm just gonna be sharing what comes into my mind. So whatever you can pick up na nasa tingin nyo is useful, go ahead and just, practice with me. So counting 1 to 10 is 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Yun yung 1 to 10. And then, like I said, yung 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 is 열, sumul, sorun, mahun, swan. Di ba dapat, shwin? That is actually not correct. It's shwin. Shwin. Yep, it is shwin, which means
Shin.
see, shwin is 50, not swan. 예순, 일흔, 여둘, 아흔, 90. So again, please memorize this. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, which is 9, and then 10 is 열. Then you have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, so yung 20 is sumul, and then 30 is sorun, and then 40 is mahon, and then you have 50 is shrin, and then you have 60 is yesun, and then you have 70 from ilgop, ilhun, so irun, and then 80 from yodol, you have yodul. Actually that's yodul, and then ahun, which is 90. So if you are 91, you say ahun hana. It's like 37, sorun ilgop sarieyo. If you are 92, you say ahun tul sarieyo. If you are, if you are 44, you say mahunde sarieyo. And if you are 50, golden girl, you are shrin sarieyo. Shrin sarieyo. Yeah, I'm 50 years old.
50살이에요.
See? Okay. So since I am, for example, if you are 38, You are 서른. What is 8? 8살이에요. 38살이에요. 여덟. Okay, so there's a difference between 여덟 and 여둘. Okay? 80 is 여둘. 8 is 여덟. Now, what is the Sino-Korean? Oh my god, that's like 16 minutes my time. Sino-Korean is a lot easier, man. This is basically for counting, for example, pieces or money. Example, mostly money. Tsaka yung, paano ba? Mostly money and, date. For example, November 10, 2022. So yung 2022 is 2022 22년. Okay? So 2022년 means 2022, and then November 10. November months, yung unit ng months is actually 개월, but they just put 월. Okay, so for example, it's January, so it's 2월, and then 1월, kasi it's il, and then 월. 1월, and then if it's February, it's 2월, and then if it's March, sunod-sunod na yun. Kasi diba, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's 1 to 10 in Sino-Korean. So when you want to say it's February, which is second month, you say 이월, 월 for the month and E for number 2. And then if you say November, which is 11, that is 10 plus 1. 11월. So if you say it fast, it's 11월. 11월. If it's 12, which is December, 12월. 12월. That's December. Okay? So, since 12 lang naman ang months, hindi ka nalalagpas ng 12월. And then yung date, the unit for date is il. Il means day actually. So if it's 22, it's 2 times 10 plus 2. So 2 times 10 is 20. In Korean, it is E. And then ship is 10. So E ship, E. Tapos ang unit niya is il because that's the day. So November 10, 2022 is 2022년. November is 11월. And then 10 is 10일. 11월 10일. 2020년 12월 10일. That is 2022 November 10. Yeah. Oh my god. How do you write that? Actually, it gets complicated. Not complicated, but it depends on the number of zeros. Saka ko na ituturo yung counting depende sa number ng zero. Kasi pag 10, it's very easy, ship. Pero pag nag-start na yung hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, million, billion, then it gets complicated from there. So we're just memorizing the basic for Sino-Korean and native Korean as of the moment. So, but anyway, nonetheless pala, I will tell you ano yung hundreds sa Korean. It's baek. Baek, this is that. And 1,000 is ton. Ton. And 10,000 is man. So if you say, this is worth 15,000 won. You say 15,000 is 10,000 plus 5,000, diba? It's 10,000 plus 5,000. So yung 10,000 mo is man. And then yung 1,000 mo, 5,000 mo is o ton. Because your 5 is o. You see? Sorry. So yung 5 mo, sabi ko nga, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? So 5 is o. And 10,000 is man. And 1,000 is ton. And 100 is baek. So, ang 15,000 is 10,000 plus 5,000 is equals to 15,000. So, babasahin mo lang yung 10,000, which is man. And then the number 5, which is O, times yung 1,000 niya, which is 천. 만오천. And then you put the currency won. 만오천 won. That easy. I think the same principle applies in Japanese, diba? So depende sa sa number of zeros. Okay, so we're done with the counting system. Let's close this one. Let's go back. Counting. My gosh, ang dami kong nasabi dun sa counting unit for people. Remember, it's myong. Okay? So, 대학생 is college student. 사랑하다. Oh, this is very famous. 사랑해요. 사랑하다 is the root word for to love. Okay? And then 맞다 means right. Actually, 맞다 it has a lot of meanings. So 맞다 is actually right, but it can also be used kapag for vaccination, for example. Although vaccination has another term. Another term for vaccination is I forgot the spelling though. Is 접종하다. Okay, so it's yeah, I should have memorized this already. 접. Then you have 종. 접종하다. Oh my god, this is so difficult to write using the 접종하다. Maybe I should just use the keyboard, no? So, okay, let's do the keyboard thing so it's a lot clearer. So, 접종 means, where is it? Okay, so it's 접, and then you have this 접, and then 종, this, and then 종, where is that? 종, and then O, 접종, and then 하다, oh sorry, no, 접종, where is it? Oops, now I am confused, where is it? Ha. Okay, it's very confusing when I don't have the, so 접, and then where is J? It's here. 종, ito na nga lang, nahirapan pa ako eh. 종, 하다. So it's a lot faster, right? 접종하다, which means vaccinated, or 맞다, which is this one. 맞다. So, pagka ako tinanong ka, vaccine 맞았어요 means have you been vaccinated? Have you had your vaccine? So, vaccine. Vaccine nila is, if I'm not mistaken, this vaccine. Let's try and see if it's correct. Control, copy, Korean, oh sorry. Korean to English. 맞았어요. Okay, so oops, I have to write in Korean again. 맞았어요. Oh sorry, 맞아. So oops, this is the reason why I kind of 맞았어요. See, vaccine, 맞았어요, got the vaccine. 맞았어요 is past tense. You can also say 맞아요. You can remove this and just 맞아요. Okay. Actually, it should be got the vaccine because it's present past tense. So vaccine 맞아요. Okay, it's already 25 minutes. So 맞아서요. 맞아 or 맞다. Okay? 맞다. 맞다 is actually, when you agree if it's right. 맞아요, 맞아요. When you say 맞아요, 맞아요, yeah, correct. That's the meaning of it. But it can also mean, like I said, it can also mean if you got the vaccine. Okay, so since we still have like around 4 minutes, let's do some practice, okay? Yeah, so let's do some reading. Talking about family members. Tingnan ko nga kung may naalala kayo. Okay, so the grammar points is en, ye, en. En starts for noun. When expressing possessive case, uye or ui is added to possessor noun. Also note that ye is often omitted, so you can just remove, ui or ye, and just, use, for example, any shie, yo dongsaeng can also be any shi, yo dongsaeng. Any shie, yo dongsaeng means Annie's younger sister. Diba, yo dongsaeng? And any shi, yo dongsaeng means the same. So it can be omitted, it can be used, they will understand. It works both ways. So if we read this, it says 이 사람은 애니 씨의 여동생이에요. So she's pointing at the picture and she's asking Annie, hey, she's asking the other person if this is Annie's younger sister. 이 사람은 애니 씨의 여동생이에요. So actually, ang kausap niya is si Annie. You can just remove ye kasi it sounds, I don't know, it's probably not the usual practice. You just say 이 사람은 여동생이에요, because when you're talking to the person, you don't have to say, you don't have to address them anymore. Diba, parang uy, kapatid mo to. You don't say uy, Ani, kapatid mo to. Hindi mo na siya tinatawag kasi automatic kapag kayo yung magkausap, you just say uy, kapatid mo to. Diretso na. So you can just say 이 사람은 여동생이에요. Or and then sumagot si Annie, sabi niya, 아니에요, 우리 언니예요. What is 언니? Diba? Older sister. So 언니, babae siya, si Annie, 언니예요. Sinagot niya. So 이예요 is a statement ending. It can be both question, it depends on your intonation pag sinabi siya sa'yo. And kung sagot siya, napababa yung intonation or just, flat, monotone. So 이예요, 이예요, or 이예요. Diba? May difference. And then note. Ne and je are short forms of noye and toye. So, kaya nga pwedeng i-omit yung iye. Kasi ginagawa na lang ng ito which is this. A. So, ne is short for noye and toye is je. And toye is je. Yan, che. Iba rin yung che na ganito Yan, che na ganyan is not possessive. Chega, that's I. Nega, that's I. But ne and te is my. So in Korean, when mentioning one's family or house or company or school where one belong to, kagaya na sinabi ko kanina, yung uri, pwede siyang gamitin as my or our, is used instead of ne or che, as in uri 아버지, my father. Kasi you're talking about, a family or a company where you belong. So instead of saying 내 아버지, you don't say my father, 내 아버지. You use 우리 아버지가 My father. It's the same. Although uri literally means our. Okay? 이 사람은 우리 언니예요. So instead of this person, because this means this person is my older sister, 언니예요. But instead of saying, what is that? Instead of saying 이 사람은 내, which is my, or 제, which is my, 언니예요. Because you're part of the same family, you say 이 사람은 우리 언니예요. Okay? So, let's complete each sentence below using 예 to indicate ownership. We will end on this practice, on this practice portion. Okay? Complete each sentence below using 예 to indicate ownership. So, any yung pangalan, and this is 책. This is book. Oh, sorry, is it book? Yeah, notebook. You can say book or notebook. So, you can say book. If it's book, it's 책. If it's notebook, it's... I forgot what notebook is, so... notebook. Kong it's the same. Nagdagdag ka lang ng kong. So, if this is notebook, tatanungin mo, 이거는, this, tinuturo mo siya. Kasi ego is like this. This, 공책을 애니예요. 애니예요 or 애니예요 is the same. Okay, so pwedeng any, she. So you have 이거는 공책. 이거는 애니의 공책이에요. So you first put any. 이거는 애니의 애니's apostrophe s. 이에요. 공책이에요. tas ito, 이거는 라주의 가방이에요. This is bag. 우산, this is 우산. So 이거는, what's the name? 민수의 우산이에요. And this is shoes, or shoes, 신발 is sandals, or shoes, kutu, I think kutu. Shoes. 신발. So, 이거는 미사크의 신발이에요. So, the words are this. I have to do them. So, 공책 is book. 공책. That is book. Okay, notebook, I mean 공책. Yep, notebook. And then 가방 is bag. 가방. And then 우산 is umbrella. 우산. And then shoes or sandals, you can say 신발. 신발. Okay? So, pag itatanong mo, kay Annie ba to? Ay, kay Annie ba tong bag? Kay Raju ba tong... kay Annie ba tong notebook? Kay Raju ba tong bag? Kay Minsu ba tong umbrella? Kay Misako ba tong shoes? So, 공책 is notebook, 가방 is bag, 우산 is umbrella, and 신발 is shoes. What is the rule? Mag-a-add ka lang ng ye dun sa kung sino man yung iniisip mong may-ari nun. For example, any she, she, Raju she, Minsu she, she is like Miss or Mr. Yan. She. Tapos, sa she, ang idadagdag mo lang is she. Yan. So, any she, Raju she, Minsu she, Misako she. And then again, you can omit this. Pwedeng wala nang ye. So you can just say 이거는, for this first one, you can just say 이거는 애니 씨 공책이에요. Pag sinagot ka, 네, 애니 씨 공책이에요. 네 or 아니. And number 2, 라주. 이거는, as for this, bag, 가방. Raju 씨, tatanggalin mo yung ye kasi it's acceptable. Raju 씨 가방이에요? 네, 라주 씨 가방이에요. 우산. So kapag ka it ends with a vowel, ang idudugtong mo is yeyo. For example, ano ba? Ano ba yung noun na nag-e-end sa ano? For example, wala akong maisip right now. Basta pag nag-e-end siya sa vowels like a, e, i, o, u, ang idudugtong mo is yeyo. For example, Naomi. The name Naomi, it ends with a vowel. So, ang idudugtong mo na lang is Naomi yeyo. Hindi na Naomi iyeyo. Pero pag it ends with consonant, ang idudugtong mo is iyeyo. For example, ito. 공책, check is K. So, 공책이에요. 가방, ang ending is G kasi NG. So, 가방이에요. 우산 ends with N. So, 우산이에요. 신발 ends with L. So, 신발이에요. 신발이에요. Ang L nila kapag ka single lang, walang kadugtong na L, binabasa ng R. 신발이에요. Okay. Mas matagal yung turo ko ngayon So it's really fun, guys, to just, keep reading. Just memorize the characters in Korean and then keep reading dialogues. If you can, just go and watch Korean series and Korean movies with subtitles, in English, and then, listen to them intently, and you will actually appreciate the Korean language. That's it for today, and tomorrow we will have more grammar points to discuss and more practices, practice work to do. Okay, have a great day. Bye-bye.